Driving in traffic. Drive slower when there are many vehicles close together on the road. Otherwise, stopping safely will be harder because you have less room. Drive slower so you can stop in the distance you have. You should usually drive slower in the following places: shopping centers, parking lots and downtown areas, roads with heavy traffic, schools, playgrounds, residential streets, narrow bridges and tunnels, toll plazas, when you see brake lights coming on several vehicles ahead of you. How fast is traffic moving? Accidents tend to happen when one driver is going faster or slower than other cars on the road. If you are going faster than traffic, you will have to keep passing other cars. Each time you pass another car, there is more chance for an accident. The car you are passing may change lanes suddenly. On a two-lane road, an oncoming car may appear suddenly. True, it may not be a big chance, but if you are passing one car after another, the chances begin to add up. Studies have shown that speeding does not save more than a few minutes in an hour's driving. Going slower than other cars or stopping all of a sudden can be just as bad as speeding. It tends to make cars bunch up behind you and could cause a rear-end crash. If many cars are pulling out to pass you, maybe you should increase your speed to the speed limit or move over into the right lane. In order to avoid last-minute moves, you should look down the road 10 to 15 seconds ahead of your vehicle. A driver needs to look that far ahead to see hazards early. Constantly staring at the road just in front of your car is dangerous. If you look ahead, your line of sight will allow you to see important things that you can't see later on, such as someone getting into a parked car. In the city, 10 to 15 seconds is about one block. When you drive in city traffic, you should look at least one block ahead. On the highway, 10 to 15 seconds is about a quarter of a mile. Take in the whole scene. Looking 10 to 15 seconds ahead does not mean looking only at the middle of the road. It means looking at the side of the road as well. Maximizing your field of view helps you to see cars and people that may be in the road by the time you reach them, signs warning of problems ahead, signs giving you directions. Keep your eyes moving. Look near and far. Turn your head before changing lanes because mirrors have blind spots. These blind spots can hide a motorcycle or bicycle. Watch for things about to happen, like a ball rolling into the street, a car door opening, a swerving bicycle. Watch for hazards. Look beyond the car ahead of you. Don't develop a fixed stare. Look around. Keep your eyes moving. Check your rearview mirrors frequently, every 2 to 5 seconds, so that you know the position of vehicles near you. On the freeway, be ready for changes in traffic conditions. Watch for signals from other drivers. Expect merging vehicles at on-ramps and interchanges. Be prepared for rapid changes in road conditions and traffic flow. As you look ahead, think about what will or might happen on the road. Be alert for vehicles on either side, to the front and to the rear. Use your mirrors. Leave enough space between you and the vehicle ahead for safe stops. Always leave yourself an out. Mistakes cause accidents. To protect yourself, know which lanes are clear so you can use them if you need to.
Passing safely. Most of the time, whenever drivers must pass another driver, they will be doing so on the left. Therefore, the following instructions refer to passing on the left. Drivers should be sure that it is legal to pass where they are intending to pass. Drivers should turn on their turn signal before moving into the passing lane. Drivers should check the road ahead for oncoming traffic. There is a passing distance called the passing range, which is required for each separate instance of passing. The speed of the vehicle being passed and its speed while passing determine this passing maneuver time. If, as a driver, you are certain an oncoming vehicle will not enter your passing range while you are passing, go ahead and pass. If you are uncertain, use good judgment and do not pass. A rapid decision like this could save your life. Before they pull out into the passing lane, drivers should check both rear view mirrors and to make sure someone has not first decided to pass them. Drivers should check their blind spot by looking over their left shoulder. Once drivers have checked the front once more and determined it is safe and have established a safe response time, should a possible hazard arise, then they may move out into the passing lane to make the pass. Motorists should not signal their intention to pass by flickering their high beams. High beams can blind oncoming drivers. Drivers should accelerate at least 10 to 15 miles per hour faster than the car they intend to pass, as long as they do not exceed the speed limit. Play it safe to pass another day. If you are in the slightest doubt about the distance required to pass safely, do not do it. It is as simple as that. Once drivers have passed the vehicle in front of them, they should check their inside rearview mirror. They should not re-enter the regular lane until they can clearly see the vehicle they just passed in their inside rearview mirror. When they can see the vehicle, they should first signal their intention to move back into the lane. Re-entering the lane should be done smoothly, and the driver should resume a speed consistent with the speed limit.
Now, there are a few instances when passing on the right is permitted. A driver may pass on the right when another vehicle is preparing to make a left turn and there is room to pass safely on the roadway. Drivers may pass on the right when they are on the open road and there are 2 or more lanes marked in their direction. A driver may pass on the right when in a business or residential area where the road is wide enough for 2 or more vehicles traveling in the same direction. When passing vehicles going in the same direction on a one-way road. When the left half of the road is blocked. When another vehicle is turning left at an intersection into or out of a private road or driveway. Now, when is passing illegal? As far as driving goes, illegal and dumb are really just the same thing. I mean, let's be honest. Traffic laws are instituted to protect you. As you examine these rules, you may wish to consider this fact. At 60 miles an hour, a driver will travel 132 feet in 1.5 seconds. 60 miles per hour is 1 mile per minute, or 88 feet a second. At that speed, if you collide with another vehicle, you don't need to worry about getting a ticket. Chances are very good that a ticket will never be issued. The police do not give tickets to seriously injured or dead people. The following situations are examples of when passing can be dangerous, if not deadly. A driver may not pass within 100 feet of a railroad crossing. A driver may not pass within 100 feet of or in the middle of an intersection. Drivers may not pass on a curve, even a slight curve, when they can't see far enough to guarantee safety. Remember, a driver's ability to accelerate away from danger is impaired while ascending a hill. Drivers may not pass when there is not ample safe passing distance between them and oncoming vehicles. Drivers may not pass within 100 feet of a bridge, tunnel, or viaduct when their view is impaired or when there is no available escape route should they meet an oncoming vehicle. Drivers may not pass if passing safely requires them to exceed the posted speed limit. A driver may not pass when a cyclist, pedestrian, or parked vehicle is along the shoulder of the road. Can you see the reason why? In a sudden emergency situation, the vehicle being passed has no room to evade safely.
A driver is not allowed to drive his or her car to the left of the center line during normal circumstances, but may do so to pass another vehicle when legal. Drivers may not pass if there is a long line of vehicles ahead. Drivers may not pass if their intention is to stop to turn shortly after completing the pass. Drivers may not pass Class A and Class B vehicles, such as large trucks and RVs, on the right. These vehicles should always be passed on the left.
Now here's what you need to know when being passed by another vehicle. Except when passing on the right is permitted, the driver of an overtaken vehicle is required to yield in favor of the overtaking vehicle on audible signal or the momentary flash of headlights by the overtaking vehicle, and shall not increase the speed of his vehicle until completely passed by the overtaking vehicle. A solid double yellow line separates traffic in both directions. When a driver sees a solid double line, it's never legal to pass another vehicle unless there are 2 or more lanes in the driver's direction of travel. The driver may cross a solid double line only to enter a driveway or a private road. If a U-turn is permitted, signs are posted. The driver may make a U-turn across a solid double line. Of course, any of these maneuvers may be made only if it is safe to make them. 2 sets of solid yellow lines. These lines mark a strip of pavement 2 or more feet wide. Consider them same as a concrete barrier. Drivers may not cross over or drive over them. They may not make a left or U-turn over them. As long as the lines are solid, drivers should think of them as a wall. They may cross only where the lines are broken and permit turns. Left turn center lane in the middle of a two-way street. The lane is marked on both sides by 2 painted lines. The inner line is broken, the outer line solid. When the lane is available, the driver should use it to begin or end left turns or to start a permitted U-turn. Drivers should move into the broken line bike lane at a point no more than 200 feet before making a right turn. As they're moving into the bike lane, they should be on careful watch for bicyclists and pedestrians. And here's something you need to know about passing lanes. Yellow and white lines are placed on the pavement to separate traffic lanes moving in opposite directions. You stay on your side and I'll stay on mine. The National Highway Transportation System, combined with state regulations, have implemented a family of pavement markings to indicate when and where a driver can pass safely. The rules are not intended to slow you down, they're intended to save your life. When you see a no passing area, it's there for that reason.
Solid yellow lines mark the center of a road used for two-way traffic. Broken yellow lines indicate that you may pass if the broken line is next to your driving lane. Solid white lines mark traffic going in the same direction, such as one-way streets. Broken white lines, as well as solid yellow lines, separate traffic lanes on roads with 2 or more lanes in the same direction.